Thanks for sailing with us at Review Jolla. And could you introduce yourself as a sailor?
As a sailor, my name is Mikko Pyykkö, and I'm heading the sales within Jolla. So I'm what they call in Finnish reppuri.
All right, reppuri. And what's your enlistment and area of responsibility at Jolla?
It is basically sales development, sales of Jolla device, and especially now based on announcements what we have done here in MWC, I'm focusing more and more on the licensing business of the Sailfish asset.
Oh, very interesting. All right, Jolla has just introduced the world's first crowdsource tablet.
Yes.
As people-powered Jolla tablet. What's behind these words, people-powered?
I think it has many meanings. First of all, Jolla being open source and community-based, community-focused, and especially what Sailfish is. We have, for example, together.jolla.com, where all the community members and our fans can provide their extremely valuable feedback and input, which we try to take into account. Also, in that sense, crowdsourcing seemed to be the most feasible way of introducing a product. It's fitting very nicely to Jolla as a company. And People Powered is extremely interesting and it describes very well Jolla. Jolla is powered by the people, or you can say powered by the sailors, and a great community members such as yourself.
Oh, thank you very much. So tablet was already made available via Indiegogo,
yes,
crowdfunding platform in much more countries than the phone.
Yes.
Why is it easier to go to worldwide market with a tablet than a phone?
Because our current implementation of the tablet is Wi-Fi only. When you start implementing modems, meaning GSM or
like devices using
LTE,
mobile networks.
Exactly. They are associated licensing costs. There are different kind of certifications which are required market by market.
Yeah.
And as a small company, we need to be extremely agile and tactical where we go and where do we invest.
I was guessing something like that, yeah. Okay, can we have any possible word of any new countries with the tablet?
Working on it.
Nice to hear.
Currently, especially here in MWC, we're actually showcasing Sailfish 2.0 and the new user interface via the tablet. So we are changing the message a little bit. So we go much more stronger now on a Sailfish operating system and the uniqueness of it, combining that, of course, with the Jolla brand. But Sailfish is taken more up. Concerning new markets, I would say that a lot of interest in here, and we are talking with multiple channel customers who could take Jolla on their portfolio. One good example could be Intel, because Intel is not only a chipset maker, what Intel also has is one of the most extensive retail programs in the world, and we would like to participate in that.
Nice that you mentioned both Jolla and Sailfish OS and about this moving into software side, because I was about to ask you next about the brands.
Yes.
So let's take the visuals first. Maybe it's shown there in the background, but who designed it and where?
Who designed
Jolla logo?
That's a good question, and I'm not from marketing, so I don't know. But I can assume that Jolla logo, Jolla name and logo was designed by the founders. I'm pretty sure about that.
All right.
Let's put it this way: we did not use an advertising agency. Background, like many Jolla people has, is from Nokia. I worked 15 years for Nokia, and the best product I have ever sold in Nokia during my time in Nokia was Nokia N9, MeGo product.
Yeah, I agree with you actually.
Yes. So and I felt really bad when the mentioned company decided to go to a different operating system, and that was also the time when I left the company.
Okay. Now a longer question. I hope you can get it. Jolla has introduced themselves more as a mobile operating system provider than a device manufacturer, but it seems that these both huge seas are left to one little startup company to sail. How do you see the main causes that the both jobs are now on your shoulders?
Obviously, so what we announced here is Sailfish Alliance. So basically we are inviting key industry partners to join us, whether you are a device vendor, whether you are a mobile commerce company, media or content company, and one example of course being SSH with the security. And today we published a Snapdeal press release. Basically Snapdeal, as India's biggest mobile or online retailer in India, is now a member of the Sailfish Alliance. And with Snapdeal, like it says on the press release, we will work to identify the right partners to do an Indian market-specific implementation of Sailfish. Because we believe that there should be good Indian people need to have something else to choose from than Android.
Okay, yeah. Congrats for this great Snapdeal cooperation. It's huge.
Yes.
Other partners like Canonical have also made huge investments on cooperation, and for example currently with Ubuntu phone.
Yes.
Why has it been so much easier for Ubuntu phone? Is it just the size of the company, or are there other reasons?
Okay, sometimes also deeper pockets, and
I can get that, yeah.
Then they already had kind of like an installed base via their desktop business.
Yeah, that's true.
So they could kind of like tap into that. We also of course have a background with the Mikko and so forth, but it's been under different brands. So
yes.
we kind of like had to establish ourselves again, take the brave moves of developing our own device, like Sami Pienimäki, our founder, said, bite the bullet, and showcase to the world that this can be done.
So we could say that they already had a ship which they can fill up with new ideas and new partners and everything, but Jolla has had to build the ship. Exactly,
and while we were building the ship, we made it sure that it's fast enough, faster than Ubuntu ship, because Sailfish is the world's fastest fish, if I have understood it correctly.
That's very correct, yeah. And pretty fast indeed. I think it's about 100 kilometers per hour.
Exactly.
Swimming.
That's a good start.
Yeah. What are the key values of Sailfish OS brand to make a difference? Because we've already heard about Jolla brand.
Yes. I think they coexist very strongly, because I think you need to have, Jolla is also a company brand, so there are certain company values. But if I look at Sailfish and the discussions, how we see it and how our partners see it, first of all, openness, open source. Partners really like this people power, which I think goes to this open source. Independence is the key.
Yeah.
It's we can offer licensing which is fully independent from existing duopolies such as Android and iOS.
Okay.
Also, the gestures and the multitasking functionalities what are key still, even in the new implementation, but just better now. And that's thanks to the community members and all their feedback via together.jolla.com. So we have been trying to take as much into account as possible. We can also introduce totally new business models, because we are not binded by the typical Android agreements and so forth. So we can invite much more freely media and content companies to participate into this alliance. We can invite mobile commerce partners to participate, because we can provide them much better positioning on the interface than what the current players can do.
Yeah. As you mentioned open source, we must make it clear, because I know lots of my viewers and readers are open source fans, that Sailfish OS is open source, but Jolla has also proprietary on top of that, right?
Exactly, exactly.
So just to make it clear for everyone.
Thank you.
Okay, finally, who do you think will be the first third party introducing a Sailfish OS device?
I would like to maybe publish this information as soon as I get the first one signed, but I can promise you that we are in a situation currently where we are evaluating, not hunting anymore. So much interest has been placed now towards Sailfish operating system, especially this year here at MWC. So you will see more press releases coming. Follow us on Facebook, follow all the community member work, and you will soon start to see Sailfish devices all around the world, so we can get this fish flying everywhere.
Okay, and Snapdeal, sorry, was the first member of the Sailfish Alliance.
Basically, yes. I would also say that Intel is a partner of the alliance on my books. It's a different kind of partnership than what we have with Snapdeal. Snapdeal is much more India specific, whereas Intel is obviously global. But Snapdeal is a well-known brand in India. They are extremely liked. They know exactly how the market functions, and that's why they are the best possible partner what Jolla can have.
All right. Mikko, thank you very much. These answers were like valuable to very many of my readers. I know
you.
they value this high because community wants that Jolla grows, because we all want Jolla to get better, because then they have the resources to make it even better device for every hour pocket too.
One more last thing what I want to say
Please.
about this people power. Every time you see people power, it is thanks to you.